Welcome guys to another World War Marvel. We are back with another episode or matchup for our Contest of Champions. So this is the third match in the very first round of the tournament, and we're determining who's going to be going on to the semifinals?
It'll be a
semifinals.
Going on to quarterfinals, then
semifinals. Yeah. And so today's matchup is going to be Drax, who I'll be using, versus
Toad,
who Jonathan will be using.
Yeah, it's going to be a little one-sided. I think it's going to entirely depend on, can I run away fast enough to not die?
I think so. So just as a reminder, guys, we are playing in a 2x2 area. Any buildings that are over one level or story, you can't actually sit on top of it. We will be deploying on opposite board edges, which will be rolled off to determine who deploys on what edge, and it will also, you'll be deploying within 6 inches of that edge.
Yep.
From there, we also roll off each round for initiative as well.
Yeah.
So, and if your hero doesn't have a melee strike on the card, he will be getting a green strike, 2 power, 1 damage for this tournament only.
It's not better here because we're both melee characters.
Yeah, but
I think I'm going to try to pretend I'm a ranged character.
Hide.
Hope for the ass's spit to save me.
Yes, it's not going to happen. Drax is just going to rip this frog or toad from limb to limb. Frog legs for dinner.
Yeah, well, see, we're showcasing here Drax, again, another character who had a lot of changes, a lot of big improvements from this update.
Is it an elite fighter?
Yeah, well, he's picked up he's +1 to all his melee attacks, and the bigger one is Fury.
Fury's huge because you get 3 extra power when you go off, you get 1 extra damage and 2 to your attack, which is pretty huge. But you do take a minus to your defense.
You're taking penalties to your defenses, and it's not just till the end of the turn, that's actually till your next activation, which is key.
Really, but it's going to be 1 turn anyways for
in this game it'll be less of an issue, but in a regular game I think that could be a big difference.
Yep. Well, let's
see.
Exactly. So let's show them the board, and we'll get right into the game, and hopefully we'll see who comes out on top. It's going to be Drax. This here is the board that we are playing on today. Again, it's a 2x2 board, just with some scatter sort of urban terrain thrown across it. And that is it. We got sort of like a sci-fi sort of building barricade there, blocking the road with a door in the middle of it. And so let's roll off right away to see deployment sides. So I rolled a 1.
Versus 7.
Versus 7. Right. So Toad is going to be setting up where?
Zone. Well, I think realistically, I think I'm going to go on the far side with some cover. The cover doesn't matter because you can't shoot me.
Nope, it's all about me getting melee with you.
Yeah, so I'm going to go over here.
Okay.
And I'm going to place right there so I've got some barrels to hide behind.
All right, so it's setting up there. We'll come back with Drax's deployment next. And Drax, for his deployment, is just going to be setting up, maybe if he wasn't drunk, would be setting up right there, right beside those tires and barricades. So we'll come back with initiative next. Initiative round number 1. Drax gets a 3 to Toad's 1. I'm going to let Toad go first. And we'll go from there. We'll see what Toad does. So for Toad's first part of his activation, he's going to be moving.
Yeah, so he's going to move. He's only going to spend 1 power because he's only going to move 6.
Yeah.
So he's going to jump out, get ahead of those barrels.
Yeah.
He's then going to use the Toad spit. It's important. It may save me. All right, so I'm in range. All right, so I'm going to overload it.
Okay, I will be improving Drax's physical defense, or is it energy?
It is actually energy acid
type. Defense by 1 or 2, sorry.
Yeah. So that puts you to a 17.
17, yeah.
All right, so here comes the important. Toad was FAQ'd. He's now a 6 attack.
It's a 6.
It may save me. All right, here we go.
And that's
crit.
That's a critical.
That's 11, 17. Not enough to actually hit, though.
All right, so you're going to jump back. You're going to keep him there for Drax to come get.
No, he's jumping back.
He's going to be jumping back.
He's jumping back, yeah. His 6 inches, getting him back to where he started.
Right there.
And then he's saying, all right, Drax, please don't hurt me. Please don't hurt me.
We'll come back with Drax's activation next. So Drax's activation, he's going to be moving up 9 inches to that point right there. And that is all he's going to do. Actually, I'm going to put it right there in base contact with those.
That's all you can do,
crates right
luckily for
there.
me.
So for the last 4 power of Drax's that he has, he's going to pick up these crates and throw them at Toad there. He is 3 inches away from Toad, so it shouldn't be an issue. Toad has no power to do anything, so this will be overload, like I said. Let's see if it hits. It's definitely a hit. With a 16 on the 3 dice, so he is knocked down, and he does take damage. So Toad is knocked down and did take 2 damage from the barricade there that was thrown, and that is the end of the round. We're going to come back with initiative for round 2 next. Round 2 initiative, we got a 5 to Jonathan 7. He has it. What will Toad do, I wonder? So Toad does spend 1 power to stand up, and then he's going to be doing what?
Alright, so I'm going to go with this Toad Spit again. I'm going to overload it because I still think I need the bonus to hit.
Okay, and I will improve the energy defense of Drax to a 17.
Alright, so I'm looking for 12s on the dice.
And he does get 12, exactly, plus his attack of 6.
Yep.
So that puts him up to an 18.
Just
and so
enough.
Drax does take how much
so
damage?
It's 2 damage, energy, acid type. Not that that matters since there's no restriction. However, and this is key,
I'm ensnared
2 and distract 1.
Yeah. So I lose 1 physical defense. And then 2 to my movement, which is big. So
and then his last activation, he is going to do a move.
Yep.
For 6 inches and try to get even further away from you.
Oh, and he runs right back there. Well, we'll see what Drax does next. So Drax, for his activation, is going to spend 2 power, come in base contact with those crates right there. Then he's going to do an overload hurl at Toad. So
Toad can't defend.
No, he has no power left. So he does have an attack of 7. And so that is a 8 plus 7 is 15.
Not enough.
Not enough to actually hit. Drax, you're losing your touch. Initiative round 3. Drax gets a 3.
I got a 6.
And John with his Toad gets 6. Where is he going to go next? All right, so Toad, he's going to do a overloaded spit. And again, Drax will use his 1 power to improve his energy defense up to 17.
All right,
so here's the overload. And so that is 15 plus his attack of 6, 21.
21, that'll hit.
Yeah.
Another 2 damage.
Yeah.
With the distract and the ensnare.
Uh-oh.
That's the important thing.
The minus to his movement. That's not good. And then Toad is going to move where?
And with his last 2, he's actually, because of agile, he's going to do a double move. He's only going to spend 1 on each because it gets me 12 inches covered.
Absolutely. And he's going to be moving somewhere.
Yeah, he's going to go
12 inches. All the way.
6 and then 6.
And he's movement right there.
Yeah.
We'll come back with Drax next. Drax, for his activation, he's going to be moving all the way over here into base contact with those crates, or sorry, those tires barricades right there. And then he's going to do, surprise, surprise, another grab and throw. And he's going to hurl those at Toad, who has no power to do his dodge or anything like that. So it will be overloaded, which will use the last of Drax's power. So I need something good. And so that's 11 plus 2 is 13 plus attack of 7. That is 20. That is
more than enough.
2 more damage to Toad, who is also knocked down. Here's the initiative roll for next round. Drax wants it. He gets a 6.
He's going.
All right, Drax will be going first. So since the FAQ, Drax does have Fury, so he will be using Fury. So with that, he gets 3 power, plus 2 to an attack, and plus 1 to all damage. He does lose, I think, minus 2 to his defenses.
It's actually minus 3.
Minus 3 to his defenses. So he's going to use 1 power to get into base contact with the prone Toad. He's then going to do an overloaded dual knives. And that will drop him down to 6 power left. So here's the roll. Are you improving your defense? You can't because you're knocked down. That's right. So that is a hit. So he does take 3 damage.
Puts me into the pail.
Okay. And then he's going to do a basic strike here. And that's 10 plus a lot. So that is another hit for 3 damage.
Almost, but not quite.
That leaves him with 4 power left. So here comes the next roll. So that's 3 plus attack of 10. So that's 13.
That one will miss.
And so let's see if this one will take Drax out. And that's 11 plus 10, 21.
Takes him
doing
out.
3 more damage to Toad, and Drax takes out the frog. So we'll come back with our after action report next. All right, guys, welcome to our after action report. You saw that slobber knocker.
Yeah, that was about what we figured.
Yeah.
I mean,
absolutely.
Drax is a beast.
Yeah.
He's just gotten that much more dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, that fury goes off, and
He's just bull. Your basic attacks that do 2 damage that you don't need to overload anymore, just go to 3 damage each, and you can get
10 attack.
Yeah.
I mean, that's, to me, even bigger than 3 damage is the 10 attack.
Yeah, you're going to be hit no matter what. And like if you're hurling things too, and with that, that's pretty good.
It'll be nice. I still think you're better to be in base to base and just make the melee attacks.
I agree, but if you can throw something at one person and do a melee attack against somebody else, so you optimize your ability for that turn, that's where my train of thought was going, right?
Yeah.
So, and like target somebody that's behind that person that you're trying to hit with melee, so that way they hopefully fail their agility and you're knocked down and so forth. But yeah, Drax, definitely like the changes done to him.
No, he's definitely a contender here now for looking at top spot.
Absolutely. So we first saw that one.
That was, I mean, say that Toad was, we knew there were going to be mismatches, and Toad was definitely one of them.
And it was just a matter of time before he got in on you. That's it. That's all it was.
I mean, it was, as I said, try to play keep away.
Yeah.
And hope that the Toad Spit would keep you away from me, and it could only do it for so long.
We have some other matches that are going to be coming up that are mismatched as well. But again, the first round was just completely random drawing and pairings for any heroes that were between level 1 and 10. So there's 32 models right now. That includes the Daredevil, Punisher, and Spider-Man. So like it's just that random pairings between the level 1 and 10. So
if it didn't happen in the first round, it would just happen in one of the later rounds.
Somebody is always going to get a bad draw somewhere, and there's a few funny ones that we have, like Cyclops versus Nova.
Cyclops versus Nova, it's going to be rough for Cyc. I hate to say it, he's one of my favorites, but I think he's going to have a hard one on that one.
Yeah, just with Nova's ability to drain and his ability to resist, stuff like that, it's just going to be good, I think, for Nova. So, and then Deadpool versus Groot's going to be fun, I think, too.
That's going to be fun. That's just going to be a question of, can Deadpool do enough damage to get through Groot?
But you guys are going to have to continue to watch to see what actually happens in this tournament. Well, I should say this contest of champions. So remember, guys, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, ignite your hobby.